how to keep your grades up.
What's your junk doing on my bed?
My head really hurts.
Stresses can be anything from my sister didn't let me borrow her shirt.
This is my room too.
Competition can be big between siblings.
You better get your act together, Ryan.
Parents trying to make their kids into something that they're just not, to bigger things like divorces in families.
You still need to get into college, and these grades count, you know.
If I get a C, my mom just like gets mad at me, saying, how can you get a C? You should be studying more often. So then she gets more strict on me, saying that I need to study more.
I don't have to account to you for every penny that I spend.
We don't have the money.
Stress can really lie to you and tell you that this is the only thing that's happening.
You know, you can be such a control freak.
Family stress affects every aspect of your life because whatever happens at home, you take with you to school.
I feel sick to my stomach.
To practice for sports.
It's not fair, and I'm not doing it.
To every single thing that you do.
How much did you have to drink anyway?
Good morning, guys, and thank you all for being here. We're here today to talk about stress in the family. Why is it important to talk about?
If you don't talk about stress, it kind of gets bottled up and it's a lot harder to deal with later.
It's like the building block and it kind of just pushes all the dominoes. It's like the turning point in family stress.
It's important to learn about stress and to know how to deal with stress, especially during the teenage years, because this is a real important time for you. This is when you start to figure out how you're going to cope with things that might happen to you your whole life long. And so if you use strategies now that are not healthy in terms of dealing with stress, chances are those strategies are going to stick with you into your adult years, making life more difficult for you down the road. How is family stress different than other sources of stress?
It's like even if you go to school and you're there all day and you come back, as soon as you come home, your mom's tripping or your dad's calling you up going, hey, you didn't do this, or how come, you can't get away from it.
No escape.
Even at school, it's difficult because your parents are still in your head. It's like, I have a test. What are they going to think? I'm not going to fail. If I do fail, they're going to yell at me. Like if I'm feeling kind of stressed out, I'll go run on the trail or something like that. And usually take some friends with me, and we kind of talk and laugh and joke around the whole way, and it's a lot of fun.
If I was very upset, I can run harder at track practice. I knew that I was giving it my 100%. I felt like the weight of the world had been lifting off my shoulders after a good workout. Even though I was so tired I couldn't think, that was actually the best part about it, is that I was so tired I couldn't think.
Does talking help too sometimes?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, talking always helps.
It alleviates that feeling of tension inside of me that I really wouldn't be able to get if I didn't say my feelings or talk about how I felt. Because if you keep that inside of you and you don't let anyone know how you're feeling, it just keeps growing. It really does.
If you talk to your friends, you're going to release the stress that you're feeling. That's not going to help the problem at all. But if you alert your parents to the fact that there is something going on, then maybe something can be done. Maybe they can change something that's going on and eliminate the problem, basically.
Maybe if you don't want to tell your parents something, you can tell a teacher, because they've been through things themselves and they deal with kids all the time that they'll understand, like, most likely how you're feeling.
Hello, Teen Line.
If you're feeling like you can't take it anymore, if you're feeling like you're lost, if you're feeling helpless, hopeless, like nothing's going to work, and you've talked to a couple of kids, or you haven't talked to anybody because